Imagine a time when the Indian subcontinent was a mosaic of kingdoms, ripe for the taking. This was the world into which Babur, the first Mughal emperor, stepped in 1526. The political landscape was a patchwork of competing sultanates, each vying for dominance, yet none powerful enough to unite the entire subcontinent under one banner. The stage was set for a new power to emerge. Enter Babur, a descendant of both Genghis Khan and Timur, armed with a vision and an army. He was not merely a conqueror, but a man with a dream of an empire that would spread its wings across the length and breadth of India. The fragmented kingdoms offered little resistance, and Babur's dream swiftly became reality. The Mughal era had dawned, casting a long shadow over the Indian subcontinent. Thus began the epoch of the Mughals, a period that would redefine the art, culture, and politics of the Indian subcontinent. Over the course of their rule, the Mughals produced a series of formidable leaders, each leaving an indelible mark on the empire. Our story begins with Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire. A descendant of Genghis Khan and Tamerlane, Babur was a skilled military strategist. His victory at the Battle of Panipat in 1526 laid the foundation for an empire that would last 3 centuries. Next was Humayun, Babur's son. His reign was marked by instability, yet he is most remembered for his love of literature, astronomy, and architecture. His restoration to the throne in 1555 was aided by the Safavids of Persia, marking a significant cultural exchange between the two empires. Then came Akbar, hailed as the greatest of all Mughal emperors. Known for his policy of religious tolerance, Akbar established a syncretic religion known as Din-e-Ilahi, combining elements of Islam, Hinduism, and other faiths. His administrative reforms and patronage of the arts led to a cultural renaissance, making his reign a golden age for the empire. Jahangir, Akbar's son, was a connoisseur of art and nature. During his rule, Mughal painting and architecture reached new heights. He is also known for his impartial administration of justice, symbolized by the chain of justice he installed outside his palace. Next was Shah Jahan, whose reign is often called the Golden Age of Mughal architecture. His most famous contribution is the Taj Mahal, a monument of love built in memory of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Finally, we have Aurangzeb, a controversial figure whose strict interpretation of Islam marked a departure from his predecessors' policies of tolerance. Despite his religious orthodoxy, Aurangzeb was a capable administrator and a fierce warrior, expanding the empire to its greatest territorial extent. Each emperor, in their unique way, sculpted the Mughal Empire, establishing themselves as some of history's most influential rulers. All empires rise and fall, and the Mughal Empire was no exception. The decline of this once mighty empire began during the reign of Aurangzeb, the last of the great Mughal emperors. Known for his stern religious orthodoxy and aggressive expansionist policies, Aurangzeb's rule marked a shift in the empire's fortunes. Aurangzeb's policies sowed the seeds of discord within the empire. His religious intolerance alienated his subjects, and his relentless military campaigns drained the empire's treasury. The emperor's focus on expanding the empire's boundaries meant that he neglected the administration of his vast territories, leading to widespread corruption and discontent. The internal strife within the empire was exacerbated by the emergence of powerful regional kingdoms. As the empire's power waned, these kingdoms began to assert their independence. The Marathas in the Deccan, the Sikhs in Punjab, and the Rajputs in Rajasthan, amongst others, began to carve out their own territories. These kingdoms not only resisted Mughal authority, but also posed significant military threats. Meanwhile, the arrival of European powers added another layer of complexity. The Portuguese, the Dutch, the French, and the British were initially interested in establishing trade relations with the Mughals. However, as these European powers gained a foothold in India, they began to interfere in the empire's affairs. The British in particular used a combination of diplomatic manipulation and military force to gradually usurp control from the Mughals. The culmination of these factors led to the rapid decline and eventual downfall of the Mughal Empire. By the mid-18th century, the empire was a mere shadow of its former self, with the emperor reduced to a puppet ruler under British control. The once mighty Mughal Empire, which had stretched across the Indian subcontinent, was eventually reduced to a shadow of its former self. The fall of the Mughal Empire marked the end of an era, paving the way for the rise of colonial rule in India. Despite their downfall, the Mughals left behind a rich and enduring legacy. This legacy is imprinted on all aspects of the Indian subcontinent, from the magnificent architecture to the vibrant culture. The Mughals were connoisseurs of art and architecture, creating iconic structures such as the Taj Mahal, a symbol of eternal love, and the Red Fort, a testament to military might and royal prestige. Their administrative acumen was equally impressive, resulting in well-structured provincial and district administration, a system that's foundation is still evident in modern India. The Mughals also enriched the subcontinent's culture by introducing the Urdu language, a beautiful blend of Persian, Arabic, and local languages, which continues to be a lyrical medium of communication and literature in the region. The Mughal era was not just about power and conquest. It was a time of cultural synthesis, architectural innovation, and administrative finesse. The echoes of the Mughal era are still visible today, reminding us of a time when the Indian subcontinent was under the rule of a single mighty empire,